Hello everyone, today I'm making lamb shawarma, pita bread and all the side dishes goes with shawarma sandwich. So, and all the way up here in Himalaya. So sometimes many people say, oh, you cannot get this, you cannot make this, you cannot do that. But I just want to show like you can make wherever you are up in the Himalaya. You can still eat some Middle Eastern food. So this is our first Middle Eastern food we're eating since we are back in Himalaya almost more than a month. So I hope you will enjoy this. If you have any question, feel free to ask me. So right now I'm making hummus. So chickpea, I cooked them before in advance and they're cold now. And lots of lemon juice. So I'm using fresh lemon. So I'm using 2 or 3. And I'm using 2 cloves of garlic. And salt, I'm using 1 teaspoon of salt right now. Because when I cook, so I use salt when I'm cooking the chickpeas, so I don't need to add so much salt. Now I'm gonna add some tahini. So this tahini we order here, 4 tablespoons of tahini here. Main ingredients is tahini, salt, lemon juice, and chickpea. That's all. And I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil here. This olive oil we got here. So this is the first ever Indian olive oil. So there's 2 companies making olive oil now in state called Rajasthan. It's a desert state. Just 2 tablespoons right now. You can add later. So now we can just burn this. Look, it's done. Wow. So quick it's done and so creamy and so smooth. And I have onion here. I have some sliced onion here. So now I'm going to make shawarma here, lamb shawarma. I'm using 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, and I prepare some blend of spices and garlic, 1 cup of sliced onion, and 5 to 6 cloves of garlic chopped, and 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of cumin seed powder. Okay, so there's the meat. I already cooked this meat here. Look at this in the pressure cooker. Nice lamb. So I don't have to cook. So I just need to prepare spices now. So first thing, and I'm using 1 tablespoon of shredded ginger too. So let's fry this onion. So while we're frying this here, we're preparing our spices. So I'm gonna take this meat out and like all the meat pieces and shred them like this. So you can shred this meat. A little bit hard. We have to be careful. You have to be. You can use a fork and knife. Onion is done. It started caramelized a little bit. Now I'm gonna add this ginger and garlic. Let's fry this for literally 2 minutes. And this is our meat. So now we're gonna shred this meat. You can use a hand, you can use a fork, and we have lots of meat stock too. Look, we have lots of meat stock. Okay, now I'm going to add these spices. Mix them. Since it's so dry here, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some meat stock. In this meat stock, we have some fat in here also. So look, so you can cook this in here in this meat stock. Nice and good. And all this whole spices I'm using, all the spices here, what do you call onion, garlic, ginger. You can use all powder form also. If you get powder, that will be fine. But fresh is more flavorful, so that's what I'm using. Our meat is ready here. I already cut this. Whenever this spice is done, we're gonna add this meat here. 1 teaspoon of salt I'm using right now. While I was cooking the meat, in the pressure cooker, I already add some salt. So I don't want so much salt. So our meat is here. So I'm using around a pound and a half meat here. Shredded lamb. So all this process I'm doing here, if you have oven, you can all the spices you can put them in a blender, make a paste and rub them in the lamb and cook them in the oven also. So that way also you can do. And since we don't have oven here, so we are all the way up here in Himalaya. So my goal is you can still cook whatever you want wherever you are. And if you see it looks pretty dry, so you can add some stock also, since we have lots of stock here, and just cook them a little bit, maybe 5 or 6 minutes, because we don't have to cook this so long because meat is already done. We're just mixing spices together with this meat. So this is done. You can turn this off, and you can add salt if you need. Or one thing is missing here, paprika, because I didn't add any paprika, so I made this more gaps friendly. So but if you can if you want, you can add some paprika or chili powder, red chili powder. So now I'm going to make pita bread. So I'm homemade pita bread. This is whole wheat flour I'm using, and I just prepare this. And so now I'm gonna make bread with this. Making my pita. Look at this, all ready. I didn't film the recipe yet, but next time maybe I will show you the recipe for this. And look how this started bubbling. If you can see how this is bubbling, so that means perfect. Look, perfectly done. Now second one, nice and round. Look how nicely bubbling. And you don't do high heat, low heat. You can use cast iron, or this is also cast iron. Here in India we call tawa. We make roti on this. Flip this and then we can press this with a cloth. So we're gonna puff up. Okay, this is final presentation. This is our hummus or hummus. Some cilantro, fresh cilantro, onion, sliced onion, some cucumber to put in our pita, and this is just sliced so we can eat with the hummus. Green olives, and these are carrot. I made some yogurt sauce, tomato. This is our lamb shawarma. And this is our fresh.
This is the star of the show.
So this is a fresh pita bread, like real pita bread made of whole wheat flour. Let's see if anybody is enjoying here. Everybody enjoying, huh? Nice. You made the pocket, eh? Nice. And for shawarma, you can add some cucumber also as well. And
I don't like cucumber.
onion, tomato.
Can you go bring a napkin?
So actually, you're supposed to put some first hummus. This is leftover meat stock, fat on top and stock on bottom. You can use this for anything. Cook with this. You can use fat for cooking.
To zoom in.
Okay, this is a final bite. Not final bite, means first bite.
Final
final presentation.
I don't know what this is.
Tastes like a Middle Eastern.
Nice. Hey, Azrai, how's yours?
Round two.
He already has the pita already done.
Round two.
Pita burger are pretty good actually.
Nice. They look delicious. You did. I mean, they look like legit.
Yeah.
It's legit pita.
I hope you guys will enjoy this too. Yeah.